Happy Friday, y'all. What'd you think of the makeover? I've kind of moved things around from the community post yesterday evening. Yeah, I posted yesterday evening. So I went back in and grabbed a few things out of my decorating closet, and I actually went to town this morning. First time, 9 days, I think, 8 or 9 days, and it felt good. I got a little tired, but I walked around, looked at the clearance, and I got a few clearance items. And before I show you the big find right here, I found these nice white cotton. They're actually hand towels for the bathroom, $1.50. I bought 2 of them for the canning kitchen. That way I can bleach them. I couldn't pass it up for $1.50. And let me show you. They're really big. See? They're a little bit larger than what I would call a hand towel for the bathroom. But I think they're going to be great out here. And like I said, they're white and I can bleach them. So I'm really happy with that $1.50 find. Something else I found for $1.50 was they were clearancing their summer patio and picnic stuff. So I got a new tablecloth for $1.50. It's just plastic with that backing so it doesn't slide. And I took that beige one, I folded it up, and now that's going to become my dyeing cover, you know, because I use everything on the stainless steel table, but I have to keep it covered because when I roll my table to this seasoning side, it has to be cleaned and no material. So I try to keep a cover on it if I'm on this side of the sugar shack. Therefore, I'm keeping everything covered and clean. So I'm going to show you. It's a little bright, but I absolutely love it. It was $1.52. So I think I've done very well for $4.50. 2 nice hand towels and a nice no slide cover. It's a little big, but it'll work. A little bright, but what do you see? Lippy's favorite color, green. So I think this is going to work, and also it covers the shelf that's down here that has all of my stainless steel mixing bowls that I have to use for the canning kitchen side, which is right over there. And that's where I move the dehydrator, because I know some of you may ask. So yes, I am all set with my beautiful checkered tablecloth. Guys, I love these. I can actually wipe them. Now they were $4.68. I bought 6, but I needed 6. So as you can see, I've got these canning supplies, and it basically has my funnel, my jar lifter, my mom's old funnel. Here's another one, and I do still use those. And then this small one that Buddy's mom gave me. It's a funnel. So that's what I have in here is my canning supplies. So if Buddy, well, should ever need, or someone else, it is labeled. So I guess you could say with tax $5. So I got 6 of them. That's $30. But that was a good expense because I've been looking online, and I did find a set. They wasn't as deep, and the reviews wasn't too good, and they were higher. So I'm very pleased with this. It's just a neutral color. Well, that's all they had, but I do like it. I think it kind of balances things. So now instead of those brown baskets and the white baskets, which I needed over on the seasoning side, because I've been using flats and boxes, and I do have some plastic bins, but I was able to take all the plastic bins from these 2 shelves, move them to the seasoning side, wash them out, and they dried, and I've got them all filled, and there's not a box one flats empty boxes. Now everything's in a container. It is also labeled. And I look around, I think, wow. So I didn't just get rid of those. I actually needed those for over here. Because really and truly, I needed something that's washable that I can sanitize. Boxes are not, so I was constantly changing them out. This way, I don't have to worry about it. And I had someone ask me, I think it was the second live canning we did, what do I clean with since this is a business? It just hit me because I'm looking at the bottle. Let me show y'all what I use in my canning kitchen. And here you go. It's a no-rinse solution. It is formulated for disinfects food, contact surfaces, no rinse needed. But that's what I use. There's certain things I'm not allowed to use in here, guys, because of my business that's behind the camera. So I use what I can use over there as well as over here. That way I'm not mixing chemicals or anything like this. It's not cheap, but it's not overpriced. It doesn't take a lot. But this is what I use in the Sugar Shack from front to back. Also, y'all noticed the new drapes. Those were a gift. Now, actually, it was just a card with no name. It came in the mail yesterday morning. I said, oh my gosh, who is this from? Well, sure enough, I checked my email yesterday late afternoon. And one of our good friends here in the group gifted those to me. But she also gave me 4 more panels, which there's 2 windows in the Sugar Shack. So I was able to get 2 panels in each window. They hide the light, but yet you can see through them. They're kind of sheer. They got a raised leaf on them. I absolutely love them. Now the one that's by the desk, it's still too long, so I'm going to have to hem it. Just like I had to hem these. And you're saying, well, Lippy, you don't sew. No, I don't sew. But I do know how to use hemming tape, a wet rag, and a hot iron. Y'all, that's how I hem stuff. I'm just saying, if y'all are out there and you're like me and you don't sew, let hemming tape be your friend. You just line it up, you cut it, and it's real paper thin. Now make sure your hands ain't wet. You fold it over where you need to seam at, and you take a wet rag, towel, you don't want nothing fuzzy. And you take a hot iron, and you hold it on there for 10 seconds and move it. And I did mine like 3 times to make sure that it would stick. And I did both windows only. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about my raised desktop. So I got to take them down and hem them again. But I hemmed the top, so now I can hem the bottom and I'll be in business. So yes, I had to do some modifying, but it's my color. Yeah, it's the softness, I think. And then the etching of the leaves. You guys know me so well. So yeah, I thank you, my friend. But I'm very happy with this. Can you tell? All because of that lamp right there. Hang on a minute. Then y'all can really see it. I got to get a softer bulb, but it's the bulb that I stole out of a lamp in the house. So I got to get a softer bulb. But that lamp not only touched my heart personally, it represents my taste, and it inspired me to dress up the Sugar Shack. And also, did you notice I painted all the trim that hadn't been painted since Buddy built this for me, what, 18 months? Yeah. So, it made me get in gear. But y'all, I had a ball grabbing stuff from within the house, and the things that I put out has a special meaning, and I'm really happy with it. And as you can see, I have little touches of my patriotism Little touch over here. You'll see a little red purse, kind of bringing that pop of red. That's our private Red Purse Sister Club. There's 3 of us in the club. And it's got little trinkets that we shared amongst each other to hold on to. So sometimes y'all have seen it sitting in the background of different videos. It's just my way of saying I'm thinking of you 2 gals. So that's what that is. It's a little purse. The Paula Deen picture, a lot of you know the back history to that. Our new friends, in 2009, I was going through chemo. I had breast cancer and I had a mastectomy. And my brother, which is great on a computer, he reached out to Paula Deen and told my story and asked if she could gift me a signature picture or something. She gifted me that picture and she signed it, "With love, Paula." And she also gifted me her cookbook that had just come out in 2008, 2009. So it's in the house, and I cherish that. So that is always set somewhere in the amongst of the kitchen, and I've had it in the pantry inside the house once we got through with the pantry. And I looked up yesterday in that pantry because I was kind of digging, trying to see what I could find to bring out here. And I saw that picture and I said, Paula, you're going to the Sugar Shack. So Paula is with us. And then I thought it was just fitting, because we're going to be cooking out here, to put my red, white, and blue peppercorns. So yeah, I tried to give a little splash of some color, but not taking away from the palette. And I think I accomplished that. The seasonings over there, I wanted to display my seasonings. And what we have in our totes that we take to the farmer's market, they're very large, they're white. There's a couple of stands, kind of like a ladder stand, which was too big for here, because the focal point has to be the moo cow. We need to name her. So I thought, well, there's a little seasoning rack. It's supposed to hang on the wall, but instead I just left it flat. It still brings some of that brown in, and it displays the seasonings. So, and I offset it. I didn't want center. I don't like things square. I like symmetrical, you know. So I offset it a little bit. I can still get to the plug, and I like it. But the main focal point was the lamp. And you'll see it's got the green checked doily. Now, mind you, or placemat, it's not this bright green, okay? But they're far enough apart. I actually had that extra from inside the kitchen when we redone the kitchen back in, January. So I brought it out here. I brought a candle stand, and I won't light candles out here because I'm not allowed to. So this is what I come up with. A little battery operated candle. So I get that little bit of softness, but I'm staying within the guidelines. Because mind you, this is a full functioning business. So I have to always be mindful when I'm doing something on this side that it doesn't cross the lines of the rules and regulations to the actual Sugar Shack business. So I was very happy with that. And that greenery is just sitting in a green vase. Matter of fact, I'll take you over there. That was in the closet. I just took some styrofoam. I saved all my greenery, and I just stuck some running ivy in it and twisted it around, and it was just enough in the background to bring that lamp forward so it could still be the star of the show. I did turn the lamp on so y'all could see the large vase. Now that is a porcelain vase. I've had that over 30 years. And here it is without the light on. This was a gift to me, this little plaque, last year. It says, a friend is God's way of proving he doesn't want us to walk alone. Now, how beautiful is that? So yeah, I think I captured this beautiful work of art. Now, I did have my stainless steel pot hanging, and I had this picture sitting over here. I'm not sure that's going to stay there, but I do have one of those stick hooks. And what this is, well, I have a set of 6 of these pictures, and I'd love to bring them all out. And I may do that and make a collage. But I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see. It's like a herbalist table. And then on the chair sits the Bible. But isn't that a beautiful picture? So instead of walking to the back countertop when we can, the canner will sit here so the camera can really pick up on it. There is a plug over here that it reaches perfectly fine. So this is where we're going to do all the mixing, canning, but everything will be contained right here. And if I need the table, I can just pick this up and set it on the counter. And remember, I don't sew, right? So I was like, I've got to cover these jars. What I had on them did not go with the makeover. Well, this was a king-sized cotton pillowcase. And I said, what if I cut it down one side, which I did, and then just drape over. So you see, that's the end of the pillowcase. That's where the pillowcase would go in, the opening. I left one seam intact. I cut the other seam, and it fits like a glove, y'all. It fits like a glove. And you may ask what this is. These are my strainers that go to each infused oil. I don't like to mix, even though you can clean them. I like to keep them, which they're labeled underneath, of which future salve is that to be used on. This was a lot of fun I had yesterday. Now, I wore a lot of paint. I don't know how. I mean, all I did was trim the trim. That sounded funny. Paint the trim. And Buddy comes in, he says, what you been painting? I said, the trim. He looks at me and he says, like the house trim? I said, no. Y'all, I was wearing it. And I used ceiling paint. Well, he keeps all the paint, the walls, the cabinets, the inside trim, and the ceiling paint in these paint containers. And he keeps me a bag of just sponge brushes, because sometimes I like to move pictures around. So you have to take the nail hole out, fill it in, and then you daub the paint. So, you know, it doesn't leave marks. And then with the grandkids running, they'll scuff, or me vacuuming, I'll scuff, you know, the hallway frames and so forth. So he always keeps paint ready for me. Well, I said, what am I going to paint it with? He said, use ceiling paint. It'll be a brighter white. He said, but it's going to take probably 2 coats. It took 3 coats because I let it go so long. But it gave me that white. Now, I could do 1 more coat, but I'm good with it. But it did give me that white that I was wanting, because this is white in here. And I like that, because that way I can accent like I did here. So you can tell I'm very pleased with it. I think I done good. I done good. Because of you guys. Because once I shared the lamp and I said I need to change it up. Wasn't sure what I was going to do. I wanted to go a little bit of French, more of a French country, because that's what that lamp reminds me of. And I was like, okay, and I'm very eclectic anyway. So even though I didn't hit my mark on French country, I still think that between the canisters, between that soft sage green, the little pops of red, and the offset of the gray, because they're like a light gray tote, I think all in all, it brings it together. It doesn't look cluttered. It doesn't look too vibrant. Y'all know I don't like vibrant colors. I wear them, but I don't want them in my kitchen. So yeah, I am very, very pleased. And majority of the stuff in here, like y'all seen it, but let me show you again. Miss Lippy's Bayou Blends. That was a gift. Isn't it beautiful? So you'll find little gifts throughout the new Sugar Shack. So I hope your Friday's going good. It has rained all day, and when I went into Walmart early this morning, hoping, well, I had to go anyway. I had to go. I didn't have no half and half, y'all. You know, I used my last drop because that's when I got home and I got me some good coffee. So I needed half and half. I needed a carton of Coke Zero for Mr. Buddy. There was something else I had to pick up. Oh, 2 little bags of carrots for my brother and a small cabbage because I'll be going there Monday on my way to the orthopedic surgeon to set the surgery up. I knew there was something, and I said, well, you know, I'll go Monday morning. I said, no, I'll just go today. And that gave me a chance to hit the clearance aisle because back in the back by the automotive section is, well, at my Walmart is where you find all the, you know, sale stuff. So I think with my $1.50 tablecloth, the $1.50 hand towels, and then those, and we're just going to call them $5 each with tax. I didn't do bad, and they held the labels, and I like them. I really do, and they'll be easy to clean. So it's been a productive day, but what I was getting to, see, I got off track. When I walked out, I was like, oh my, I'm talking about the bottom fell out. I got to that car, I opened that hatchback and I shoved everything in. I get in there and shut the door and I text Buddy. I said, I look like a drowned rat. Of course, he thought that was funny. Y'all, I was soaking wet. And I mean, when I come out, I would but like 4 cars to the door because I like to go early and get home. I was soaking wet. And it's rained on and off today. But my work is done for the day. And I think I'm going to sit down, enjoy my coffee, edit this video. And Mr. Buddy has, a video tomorrow. And I'm not giving it away. This is something that's been in the making for a little while. And he's very proud to do this video. So I hope you guys tune in, look for Mr. Buddy's video. He's incredible, and his knowledge, it just always surprises me, you know, a man full of knowledge. So look for that video tomorrow, and have a blessed Friday evening. But as always, stay safe, stay well, and God bless. And welcome to the new and improved Sugar Shack.